What's up everybody and very welcome along to Mundo Sporto for another match day. This time it is the FA Cup quarter-final, the last quarter-final, and it's Manchester United that travel to the King Power to take on Leicester City in what is one of the ties of the quarter-final. Let's be honest, probably the best tie of the quarter-final. As we speak right now, it's 3-3 by the way in the London derby there between West Ham and Arsenal. West Ham had gone 3-0 up I believe and Arsenal pulled that back to 3-all. So there you go. Welcome in everybody. Has Mundo Sporto has Europa League on the title? Does it? I don't know. I'll get that over to Connor. That's a Connor thing. Let me just message Connor there. We'll voice note him, will we? Hey Crosby, apparently you've put what is it, Europa League in the hashtag of the title there. There you go. We message Crosby in live time, folks. That's what you get on here. You get no messing about. Straight to the point. As always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Today's watch along is being brought to you with thanks to the good folks of the One Football app. If you haven't downloaded the One Football app, then you know what to do. Get over there, download it from the link that's pinned to the top of the description, top of the chat as well. The One Football app is quite simply the best football app out there, bar none. You know it at this point. You don't need me to give you the spiel. It's got everything. Augmented reality, news, fixture lists, league tables, break and transfer gossip, everything you need in one really cool snazzy football app. As you can see from the little video on the screen there now, it delivers exactly what it promises. Right, how are we? Have we seen the lineups? We'll go through them. It's already fixed, he said. It's already fixed, RSH14. Now, Crosby straight inside, it's already fixed. What do I think about the Arsenal game? It's a bit batshit crazy, isn't it? Bit batshit crazy, that game. 3-3 as things stand now. You know, keep me up to date with how that's finishing, because obviously I've got the United game ready to go here against Leicester, and we'll have a look at the starting lineup for that game in a couple of minutes, folks. But yeah, it's this one is a real pick-up. Now, breaking news, Bruno Fernandes starts on the bench today for Manchester United. Obviously, he is there if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wants him to come on. We'll go through the teams in a couple of seconds. We'll just wait for a few more people to join the chat and then we'll go through the starting 11s. We still have about 13 minutes to go before kick-off. So how are we all doing? Have we had a nice weekend so far? I'm only out of bed, I'm not going to lie to you. TTV Club's going to go with a 2-2 prediction. I think this is going to go all the way to penalties. Excuse me, I had a hiccup there. I think this will go all the way to penalties and I don't know. I think United would nick it if it goes to penalties, but I have a feeling this one might go all the way. RSH14 is going to go 2-1 to Leicester. Arsenal fans think they're back. I'm delighted with this result. I hope Arsenal nick a winner. I really do, because from a Liverpool perspective, that helps us massively if West Ham drop points. So 3-3 is great, but if Arsenal could go and nick a winner, that'd do nicely as well. Because then we could just beat Arsenal, and then we'll push ourselves right back up there into contention. But yeah, look, it's going to be a mad end to the season because there's some really difficult fixtures coming up. But we know that we've seen Chelsea progress to the semi-finals of the FA Cup. We've seen Manchester City progress and Southampton progress. So the last place in the semi-final is up for grabs today. Will it be Brendan Rodgers' Leicester City? Will it be Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Manchester United? I guess we'll know by, I don't know, potentially 7 o'clock, maybe a little bit later, depending on how the game goes. Everton versus City was a bore fest. Felt bad for Jack and he was watching it. He's jinxed. Jack is absolutely jinxed. Every time he does a Manchester City game, he thinks they're really tough because there's not much going on in them a lot of the time, even though, you know, they go and win the games. But yeah, I feel sorry for Jack sometimes when he's left doing those games. Rayan said 2-0 Leicester, all the goals to come in the second half. Would I be happy if Liverpool got Pulisic? I literally covered that, James, last night on our show, and I'm sure we'll be talking about it tonight as well. Myself and Jack Gill will be live at 8 PM on Anfield Agenda with a new show tonight as well, so we'll go through it over there. But yeah, look, short answer buddy as I am, or would be, sorry. But today, look, we're here. Leicester, Manchester United, no Liverpool talk. This is our non-Liverpool channel. This is Mundo Sporto, 100% unbiased commentary straight down the middle. And as I said, thank you to the good folks at the One Football app for continuing to be our sponsor here on the channel for a lot of our watch-alongs, and we wouldn't be able to do it without them. If you want to help us out in any way, shape or form, all you have to do is look at the top of the chat. There is a link pinned to the One Football app. You can download it for free there, or you can download it from the description of the stream. And if you really want to be a party pooper and you don't want to let them know we sent you, you can just download it from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. It is, of course, entirely free. Nah, James, I'm only messing with you, mate. You've no need to apologise for ratting, buddy. You know me, mate. If you've been watching a while, you'll know I've always been a fan of Pulisic, and I was raging when Liverpool weren't in for him at the time. RSH, why would I read a line out, mate? Oh, line ups. Sorry, I read that as, can you read this line out, please, Craig? Yeah, I will. I'm just waiting for a couple more people to come in, mate, so I don't have to go over the lineups. But just because it's you, mate, and because you asked so nicely, no problem. Let's do it. Right, starting lineup for today's game look like this again, with thanks to the One Football app. You can find all of this information there, as long as everything else you need. Schmeichel's in goal for Leicester City. Then it's Soyuncu, Evans and Fofana that make up the back three. Castagna, Tielemans, Ndidi and Albright, and then in midfield. And then it's Perez in behind Iheanacho and Vardy. So fairly strong attacking lineup there from Brendan Rodgers. For Manchester United, it's Dean Henderson, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire, Alex Telles, Fred, Matic, Greenwood, Paul Pogba, Van de Beek gets a rare start, and Anthony Martial is up top. They are the two starting 11s today, ladies and gentlemen. I'll run you through the benches as well. Sure, while I have you here, be rude not to, wouldn't it? Let me just grab the benches up here for you now. On the benches today, we've got Danny Ward, Amartey, Chowdhury, Mendy, Prayet, Fuchs, Thomas, Lechabella and Daly Campbell for Manchester United. De Gea, Cavani, Fernandes, Diallo, James, Shaw, Williams, Tuanzebe and McTominay. So I think if we're being honest about this, looking at the benches, United have by far the stronger bench. So many more options there for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to call on if he needs them. But, you know, that Leicester City starting 11 is pretty strong. United have rested a few of theirs, maybe looking to bring on the likes of Bruno Fernandes second half, even Luke Shaw if they needed to push on up that left hand side to try and win the game if it's not going their way with the players they start off with. And this is often the way in the FA Cup. It's almost like sometimes manager give them an hour's rest, hoping that you know, the most of the action will come in the last 30 minutes or so. Should United go for Schmeichel? Why? Why would they go for Kasper Schmeichel? I don't know what you mean by go for him, as in like put balls in on top of him, sign him. Because if it's for signing them, no, they've got loads of keepers. But I'm not sure what you mean by the question, mate. It was full time in that game, Mark. Thank you very much. You finished West Ham 3, Arsenal 3. So that leaves West Ham, I believe, 4 points clear Liverpool now in the league table. Am I right in saying that? Is it 4 points or 3 points? Let me have a look at the league table. I think it might be 4 points, but then again, I'm usually wrong on these things. So let me have a look at the league table. That leaves West Ham 3 points clear of Liverpool. Chelsea 2 points further ahead down in 4th place. So it's going to be a battle for the end of the season, but we'll see how it goes. So that definitely helps us Liverpool fans. But as I said, today's attention is the FA Cup. It is Leicester City versus Manchester United. Let me know your score predictions, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat. I think this one might go all the way to penalties, and at that I think maybe United will sneak through on penalties. But again, that's just my guess. I'd love to know your predictions. Please do lash the letter P in after it if it is a prediction as well. West Ham don't matter, they're a banter club just like Liverpool. Mate, if you're going to try and banter people, at least know what the difference between there and they are is. So, like, you know what I mean? Learn to spell, basically, before you think you can belittle others, mate. Again, another troll that doesn't know the difference between there, they are, mate. I feel sorry for you. I really, really do. Calling the most successful club in English football history a banter club just shows that you know fuck all about the game, princess. So go learn your ABCs, mate. Leave the actual factual stuff to people that know what they're talking about. And you can just go and, I don't know, play with your Barbies, put your nail polish on, do press-ups, whatever it is that you want to do, fella. But, you know, either way, it won't be here. Craig, thoughts on the news on Genie? I'll talk about it later on tonight, Scotty. And again, I covered it last night in the late night. I sometimes do these shows and wonder if people ever watch them. If people ask me the same questions, and I've answered them loads of times. I've been, I'll go over it tonight again, mate, no problem. As I said, I'll be joined by Jack Gill at 8 o'clock and we'll be going over it. But, as always, this is about Leicester City versus Manchester United, not about Liverpool. So, we need to keep it on this game. And it is going to be a cracking game. I mean, I'm genuinely intrigued to see how this one gets on. Nice English lesson for all the trolls out there. As I said, mate, Craig's University for Trolls. It's going to be opening this September. I'm going to be giving out scholarships to teach people how to troll properly because I'm fed up looking at the dum-dums that jump into the chat trying to be smart arses and they can't structure a basic set. Now look, my grammar is terrible. I'll be the first one to admit that. But, you know, the difference between there, they are, you're and you are, you know, it's basic stuff. Basic stuff. What am I watching? BBC. BBC have the game on for those in the UK. I mean, I probably shouldn't be pushing you guys towards that, but I want everyone to enjoy the game as best they can. So yeah, it's on the BBC in Ireland and the UK anyway. I'm not sure outside of Ireland and the UK, maybe in the US, one of our friends can tell us who's shown the game there. Adam Sheehan's going Leicester to win 4-3 on penalties. That's a very brave prediction. Isa's going for penalties as well. Oh, predictions. I read that as penalties, Isa. I'm in agreement with Adam with regards to it maybe going all the way, but I think United will pinch it on penalties. Do I rate Tielemans? I go up and down on Yuri Tielemans. Sometimes I watch him and I think he's class. Sometimes I watch him and I'm not so sure. I do like Fofana though. I think he's been a good purchase for Leicester. And again, what have we got? 4 minutes to go to kick-off. So let's have a look again through the starting 11s for those that are coming in a little bit late. Glory, Craig. Thanks for being here, gents. You're a gent. Now, my man, I'm not sure if you've been unbanned on Anfield Agenda, but what I need you to do is to send me your channel link via email. That's the only way we can do it now. So email me the link to your channel at contact@anfieldagenda.com. Contact@anfieldagenda.com, mate. Email me your link and I promise you Connor will get on that and get it sorted. Right, lineups before we get going here, ladies and gents. This is what the lineups look like today. 1 second, there we go. So Kasper Schmeichel in goal for Leicester City. Then it's Soyuncu, Evans and Fofana making up that back three. Castagna, Tielemans, Ndidi and Albright make up the midfield. Then there's Jose Perez in behind Iheanacho and Vardy. For Manchester United, it's Dean Henderson in goal, Aaron Wan-Bissaka at right back, Lindelof and Maguire make up the centre-back pairing today for Solskjaer's side, with Alex Telles coming in at left-hand side to replace, I think it's more to give a rest to Luke Shaw. Then in midfield, it's Nemanja Matic and Fred. Then Mason Greenwood, Paul Pogba, Donny van de Beek and Anthony Martial up front for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's side. Again, let me know what you think of both sides starting 11s. Yes, no, this is the quarter-final. It's the last of the quarter-finals as well, mate. So we know the other three semi-finalists, so it's a matter of who gets through on this one. I probably deserve to be banned there. Look, it's up to you, mate. If you want to be unbanned and you can come in and banter friendly, I think people know you at this point, particularly Kate and stuff, gents, from this channel. So if you want to email us the link, buddy, we'll unban you, no problem. We're all for giving people second chances, especially when we get to know them. And you've been good fun on here, mate, and a good lad. So up to you, mate. If you want to be unbanned, just email me your channel link. If you don't, no problem whatsoever. I'll leave that in your own good hands. RSH said Van de Beek is actually playing a game of football. I know, it's a shock, isn't it? Shock seeing him playing. I can see Vardy causing problems to pace United's defence. Having said that, I still think it'll be 2-1 United, said Rodders. TTV Klopp said he's a fox today. I'm impartial, as always, ladies and gentlemen. I promise you one thing from day one on Mundo Sporto. I won't call games favourite to any side. I'm going to call it straight down the middle as I see it. I have no horse in this race, as I like to say. So for me, may the best team win, and I'll just call the game as I see it and it unfolded in front of us. Did Liverpool win? We ain't playing, mate. And I know you're probably winding me up there about us being out of the FA Cup, but we're busy, booking our place in the quarterfinals of the Champions League and winning league games against Wolves and all, mate. But no, we're not playing this weekend. 3 weeks until Liverpool's next game. Tyler Brown said win for Manchester United today. Patrick Marlin said thoughts on Arsenal 3, West Ham 3. I love it. So do I. Works out perfectly for me as a Liverpool fan to see West Ham dropping points. That's grand. Arab FC said, you think we can win the treble? Of course, you can do it, mate. You're in all competitions still. You can win the treble, you could win the quadruple. It's possible. It'll take a superhuman effort, mate. But look, you're in the final of one competition, semi-final of another, quarter-final of another, and the league title's basically wrapped up. So, pushing my Liverpool bias aside, do I think you can do it? Yeah, it'll be a big effort, but it's possible, and I hate saying that. Right, anyway, we're about to kick off here at the King Power. Manchester United playing from right to left in the first half. Donny van de Beek will be kicking off. Players have just taken a knee. We're about to get underway in the FA Cup. We are underway. Don't forget, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video as well. And I think we're really close to going up to 15-8. I think we're like 2 or 3 subs away. Straight away, though, the ball goes out of play for a throw-in. And Leicester Sorry, 1 second. I just need to lower down this volume a little bit here, because if I do it one way, my TV, it annoys me. If I do it another way, it doesn't. Leicester playing from left to right. As I said, United in their regular red shirts and Leicester in their regular blue shirts. So no change of strips or anything. Ball's back with Johnny Evans. He rolls it across to Soyuncu. Pressure comes on to him. He goes back to Kasper Schmeichel, who rolls it out left-hand side. Is it weird that I still expect to see Ben Chilwell in a Leicester shirt, even though I know damn well he plays for Chelsea and he has done for a while? I still expect to see him out there. Maybe it's because the shirt colours are the same, I don't know. Soyuncu to take the throw in anyway, here, left-hand side for Leicester City. I'm doing good, thank you, Connor, mate. I hope you are as well. Soyuncu again. Back to Evans. Evans under pressure there from Fred. Puts a foot through it and launches it long. It's nodded down by Lindelof. To Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He plays it inside to Matic. To Fred. Back to Nemanja Matic. It's rolled across to Paul Pogba. He tries to switch it out left-hand side to Martial, but it falls to Van der Beek. Now Anthony Martial has it. He's waiting for support on that left-hand side. He gets it from Alex Telles, but the ball's a little bit behind him. He plays it back to Martial. Back centre, Paul Pogba, about 35 yards out, rolls it across right-hand side to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Greenwood makes a run down the line. Aaron Wan-Bissaka now to Fred. Tries a little 1-2. Good work from the right back, but eventually has it taken off him and Leicester start an attack. Doesn't go very far though, because Nemanja Matic steps in to win it back for United. United players certainly starting the sharper here. Matic, he's dispossessed. Albrighton has it now for Leicester on that right-hand side. Again though, the ball that he tries up the line is intercepted by Nemanja Matic. And Alex Telles now plays the ball into Paul Pogba, but there was a free in there. It'll be a free kick to United. About 10 yards inside the Leicester City half left-hand side. The ref tried to play an advantage, but there was none accruing. Liam Barry, how are you, mate? Welcome in. Who's this? What are we talking about? I'm confused by something. I'm confused by somebody there who calls me very bad things. Who was it? Who was that you were talking about in the chat? Yusuf. Who was it we were talking about? I'm confused anyway as to who it was. But either way, we move on. Ball out left hand side with Alex Telles now. He goes up the line, but there's nobody there, and that'll go all the way through to Kasper Schmeichel. I watched the end of the Arsenal game, mate. Yeah, what a comeback that was. 3-3. Who saw that coming? It's a channel called Anfield Agenda Hate Channel. Oh, I love it. More of them, please. Yes. The beauty of all of this is everybody that has all these stuff that hates us, they're just giving us free publicity. So create more of them. More fan channels hating me. As much as you want. Put it out there. Put my mug everywhere. Spread the hate. Spread loads of hate about me. Call me everything under the sun. Because all you're doing is helping us out. Leicester on the attack now. Oh, unlucky. Iheanacho. How do they not understand that, by the way? It's what makes me smile. You are doing my job for me. So thank you. Anyway, corner to Leicester City, left-hand side. Should create 50. One of them isn't enough. You need 50 Hate Anfield Agenda YouTube accounts, mate. And I'll sub to them all for you. Score prediction for Real versus Liverpool over 2 legs. Wow, it's way too early, Aideen, to give a score prediction. I'm predicting us to win, though. But, you know, today's about United and Leicester City, so let's try and stick to this one. Ball back with Leicester now, right-hand side, but there is a Leicester player down injured in the centre of the pitch, but the ref plays on. Leicester win it back. Player still down injured, but because it's not a head injury, obviously the referee's allowing play to go on. Leicester now eventually put the ball out to allow the player to receive treatment. Can I start a cooking channel? No, because I'm not Mark Goldbridge. There's things Mark does that I won't do. Yeah, we do watch-alongs kind of in a similar way with some humour, but there's no way I'll be doing a cooking channel, mate. No, trust me, that isn't my cup of tea. It was a Martial challenge on Yuri Tielemans there. Let's have a look at it. It's one of them. I don't think there's any malice in it. They're both going for the ball. Martial gets the ball. His studs are a bit up, but nothing in that for me. Nothing worth yellow cards or any further action anyway. I'd much rather do like a goggle box version of me where I'm sitting here watching TV just screaming abuse at it, because that's what I do at home, honestly. My wife or Connor will tell you, or my daughter will tell you that I'll be sitting here watching any show and I'll be just saying, you should be doing this, do that. So that would be probably funnier. Yeah, Craigo box, there you go. Ball switched out left hand side here for United. Fofana gets in and wins the header. Drops down, Leicester have it in midfield. Ozzy Perez with some good footwork there. Ndidi. Tielemans now spreads the ball out right hand side. Albrighton has it. He's got Vardy far left. Iheanacho through the centre. Decides to give it to Tielemans, who tries the ball around the side, but it goes straight through to Dean Henderson. Just out of interest, how many subs has the Hate channel got? Mate, because if it's got a few subs, that's great. The more subs, the merrier for that one. But do let me know, how many subs has it got? I feel the Hate channel. Oh, anything just to get some clout. I love the clout chasing. Here's an idea for all of them. Put the hard work in yourself, spend 3 years growing a channel with your mate, and then maybe you'll get your own Hate channel dedicated to you. I do love it though. It does make me smile. The fact that you're living that much rent-free in someone's head who you've probably never met, and they're doing your work for you. Yes, please. Thanks for the market, mate. Much appreciated. Martial, Pogba. 5 subs? That's not worth my time, mate. Come on. I could start a Craig Farts live channel that would have more subs than that by the time I finish the first fart. Matic. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Lindelof. Pogba, ball inside. Back with Paul Pogba. Looking for support, switches it out right hand side. Aaron Wan-Bissaka has it now. I need to start counting my boxer shorts on the washing line now. Could be a stalker around, you know what I mean? Could be out there sniffing the L boxers. Who am I to say? Each to their own. 8 minutes gone here at the King Power, ladies and gentlemen. Still Leicester City 0, Manchester United 0. It's just a kid. Of course it's a kid, Kate. God, heaven forbid that would be a grown-ass adult doing something like that. All this stuff is water off a duck's back to all of us. I know to the likes of Mark and anybody else that does it. It means nothing to us. We actually take it as just people looking for clout off our hard work. So don't worry about it one little bit. I find it very entertaining, actually. You know me, folks. I'm all about the love and positivity. So I'll send him an autographed picture of my left nipple if he wants. Just because I'm that nice. Kasper Schmeichel out left hand side. Gets it back from Soyuncu. Spreads it to Johnny Evans. Evans now carries the ball forward. He's still on the edge of his own 18-yard box. Not much doing. So again, spreads it back across to Soyuncu. Fofana. I seen I somehow found my way into a video. I think it was about Ty on AFTV out of context. They do like an Eminem Slim Shady type video, and I somehow found my way into it. So it's nice to be, mentioned in these type of tiers of channels now that Anfield Agenda and myself are pushing away up in there into the conversations with AFTV and Expressions and Mark Goldbridge, and it's nice to get recognised in that tier at this point, so I'll take it. No, don't call me Holdbridge. We're two very, very different people. We're two very, very different people. But we're two people who are actually good mates and get on really well. And as I've always said, Goldbridge to me is the GOAT. And he's, somebody who I'll always be grateful for his friendship and for his advice along the way. He's a top lad. And there isn't many in this industry that I would trust like I would trust Mark. Trust me, he's, Brent really, if I'm using his real name. He's a diamond fella, he is. You don't get their level of success without the graft. Same with AFTV, same with all the dudes. Whatever content you like, if they're up there and they're doing well, it's because they put the graft in. Didn't happen by accident. 10 minutes gone here at the King Power, still scoreless. I did see your username, mate. I just refused to acknowledge it. Because it was my idea and you've just robbed it. Nah. Leicester ball through. Vardy touches it inside to Iheanacho. Iheanacho now carries it forward. He's got support, but he turns back into traffic. Just silliness. Silliness there. He had options left and right, but tried to go himself. It's back with Henderson now. He flicks it out right hand side to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Bissaka back inside to Fred. Fred moves it out right hand side to Van der Beek. Is it Bake or Beek? It's Bake, isn't it? It's Van der Beek. That's the way it should be pronounced, I think. He never plays, so it's hard to know. Ball across now to Alex Telles, left hand side. He plays into Pogba. Pogba goes to ground, but Martial still has the ball. He carries on, gives it to Van der Beek. Back to Matic. Ball out right hand side now to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He has support from Anthony Martial. Gives it to him. Martial does well. Right hand side. That'll go out for Manchester United corner. VVD won't be back in the second leg. That's absolute horseshit of the highest order. Virgil van Dijk, actually, I'll go even further. There's some talk that Van Dijk could represent Holland at the Euros, and apparently Liverpool are losing the shit over it. He won't be back for the second leg. He won't be back this season. He should be rested up till the start of next season. That's the word coming out of the club. So anybody who's going around talking about second legs, no, you're lying. Corner now. Alex Telles to take it. In swinger from this right hand side. Ball in with his left foot. It's deep. Maguire gets a head on it, but he can't get much power and it falls straight into the grateful arms of Kasper Schmeichel. Oh, there's the link, Kate. Yeah, that couldn't be arsed from giving them a view, Kate, by clicking on it. Johnny Evans across to Soyuncu. Leicester starting to play some better stuff now. It's been a bright start from United. They were certainly a lot crisper in the first opening 5 or 6 minutes, but Leicester starting to play their way into the game a bit. But United always look dangerous on the counter. That's a lovely turn by Martial. Then he takes too much out of it. The ball ricochets to Van der Beek though, and he's pushed off it by Ndidi. Van der Beek does well to win it back. That's good battling from him, to be fair. But then fairness to Leicester, they're back as well. Challenges going in all over the place. Proper FA Cup ding-dong game, this one so far. It's back with Soyuncu. Again, they move it at left-hand side. But they have to go back to Soyuncu again because of pressure. Soyuncu rolls it across to Johnny Evans. Fofana back inside to Johnny Evans. Leicester still deep inside their own half. Soyuncu now. Long diagonal ball from him, looking for Iheanacho. Oh, I tell you what, Dean Henderson was right at the edge of his box and did very well to gather it, but that was a good ball. Iheanacho was not far off getting on the end of that, only for the goalkeeper was alerting on the edge of his box. There could have been trouble there for United. Van der Beek inside now to Fred. Fred does well, gets away from the first couple of challenges. Referee plays an advantage. I think he probably should have brought that back. I know he tried to play the advantage, but no advantage came. But either way, you know, we move on. It's with Johnny Evans now. Aideen, always a pleasure. Chat to you soon. Lovely to see you dropping in. I hope you have a nice Sunday. It is Sunday, isn't it? I'm always asking my wife these days, what day is it? Is it Monday? Tuesday? If Liverpool aren't playing, I usually don't know what day of the week it is because they all just blend into each other at this point. Oh no, Hendo has a chance of being back. Hendo has Hendo has a chance of being back. But I don't know. The talk on Hendo was what? 8 weeks, something like that. So, you know, we'll wait and see what happens on there. But Van Dijk, nah. Oh, I'm not blinking at it at all, Kate. There's loads of those type of things floating around on YouTube and Twitter. I just laugh at them all because, as I said, and I sincerely mean this, all that shit is just free publicity. Anything that gets our name out there, work away. All Brighton, back inside. The only people I care about are the people that know me, like yourselves, the subscribers that come in week after week, my family and friends. Other than that, I don't care what people's opinion of me are because they don't know me. Henderson rolls it out right hand side. Back now to Matic. What have we got on the clock? Just over 15, nearly 16 minutes gone. Still scoreless here at the King Power in the last of the FA Cup quarter-finals. Alex Telles now to Anthony Martial. Martial back to Harry Maguire. Again, folks, don't forget, we'd love to know your score predictions on this one. If it is a prediction, just lash the letter P in after it so we know, just so we don't think it's a fake score or anything like that. Ooh, that was loose from Fred. Gives the ball to Ndidi. Perez now, out to Vardy. Vardy switches it back across, back to Jamie Vardy. Second strike, it's saved by Henderson, and it's hooked away by Nemanja Matic, and Fred puts his hands up in apology to his teammates. That could have been a lot worse, to be fair. It was very loose in the middle of the park. Eventually comes to Vardy, tries one thing and it's blocked, comes back to him, has a second strike, it's parried by Henderson. Fairly easy for the United keeper, and then it's hooked away with his left foot by Nemanja Matic for a throw into Leicester. Ooh, Dylan. God, I hope your surgery went alright, mate. Christ. Speedy recovery to you, buddy. I'm doing good, thank you, Aidan, mate. How are you? Ball back to Fofana. Evans now. Soyuncu out on that left hand side again. Back to Johnny Evans. Again, Johnny, I know that's a prediction because it's 0-0, mate, but just whack the letter P after them, just for your own. You know, our mods can be a bit trigger happy at times, buddy. But you're going 2-0 to Leicester. I still think this will go all the way to extra time, possibly penalties. Bear Eats World going for a 2-1 Leicester win as well. Ian Barron, how are you, my man? Nice to see you win. I hope you're well. Throw into United now, right hand side. It's taken quickly. Again, Fred has his pocket pinch, but this time it's not so much his fault. Vardy blocked, good defending that by Harry Maguire. Fred this time was kind of blindsided with a shitty throw in. I wouldn't call that as much his fault as the previous one. Van der Beek though rolls it out left hand side now to Anthony Martial. Martial tries to cut inside, but Fofana does well. Starting to go end to end now. It's opening up a little bit. Both sides finding their attacking feet. Or impetus is probably the better word. Lindelof. He goes out right hand side now to Mason Greenwood. Back to Lindelof, centre of the park. Rolls it across to Harry Maguire, who's on the halfway line. He gives it to Paul Pogba. Pogba with his back to goal flicks the ball out left hand side to Alex Telles. Back to Paul Pogba. Maguire now thinks about the switch, but then decides to go infield to Nemanja Matic. Matic goes across to Lindelof. And then the passing lane is closed, so he goes back inside to Fred. Fred back to Harry Maguire. Paul Pogba. Pogba turns one way, then the other. Nice ball to Matic, who tries to flick around the corner, but it's read by Mark Albrighton. Wilfred Ndidi now gives it back to Johnny Evans. Fofana. Back to Evans. It's almost like a game of chess at this moment. Nobody really wanted to make too many dangerous moves or blink, or I don't know, do they blink in chess? I don't know, is that a bad sign? I don't know. Never played chess really. Matic now has it. I probably should have said brinksmanship. That's probably the phrase I was going for there. But I've still only had one cup of coffee today, so I'm barely awake. I mean, I've still only had one cup of coffee today, so I'm barely awake. I wonder if she'll take that hint. I don't know how she doesn't throttle me in my sleep, folks. I won't lie. Would I be happy if Firmino leaves this summer? No, I don't want anyone leaving. I want, the players... Well, I do want people leaving, but not the likes of Firmino. Maguire now, centre of the pitch for Manchester United. Out left-hand side to Telles. Flicked around the corner. It's intercepted by Tielemans. Bit of a ding-dong battle here, left-hand side. Referee eventually awards a free kick to Leicester City. A foul on Mark Albrighton. See, she barely cares. I mean, at least the truth's coming out now, love. Do you know what I mean? My own wife's trolling me in the chat. I barely care, she says. Barely. I mean, no pancakes, love. We all remember Pancake Gate. Do you know what I mean? Pancake Tuesday was hidden from poor old Craig. If anybody in the Liverpool fans here who's asked me about Genie ever watches any of our streams, you'd know that I spoke about the Genie news last night. And I'll be speaking about it again tonight, by the way, at 8 o'clock with Jack Gill. But we're here today to talk about Leicester and United. This is our non-Liverpool channel, folks. So any Liverpool news we'll cover at 8 o'clock on Anfield Agenda. Right now, though, we're concentrating on this FA Cup tie between Manchester United, who've travelled to the King Power to take on Leicester. Someone's lost a boot. Paul Pogba's boot's in the middle of the pitch. He's furious he didn't get a free kick. Meanwhile, Leicester on the attack right-hand side. Albrighton, he has it. Looks up. Ball goes out off Maguire. That'll be a corner to Leicester City. Maguire's now having a pop at the referee as well over the potential foul on Paul Pogba, which left Paul Pogba bootless. Why isn't he putting his boot on? He's walking around with the boot in his hand. Why isn't he putting it on? I mean, it looked to me like he kicked his own feet and then his boot came off. And then the second tackle came in and got the ball. So I don't know if there was too much in it, to be honest with you. But either way, Paul Pogba now has his boot back on. I'm doing okay, Jack, mate. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a nice day. Jack, just a heads up, mate. It doesn't have to be confirmed. Gini Wijnaldum is entirely free to sign a pre-contract, not even tell Liverpool. Ball headed away by United from the corner, particularly, or only I should say, if it's a club outside the Premier League. He doesn't even have to inform his club, because he's in the last 6 months. Kasper Schmeichel now launches one out left-hand side. Soyuncu nods it down. Johnny Evans. Leicester doing well now down this left-hand channel. Vardy. Goes back to Soyuncu. Ndidi. Changes direction, puts it out right-hand side to Albrighton. Fofana now. Back across to Johnny Evans. Just over the quarter mark of the game gone. Still scoreless at the King Power. Ball up the line. Again, Vardy spins. Has to go back, though, to Soyuncu. Soyuncu plays a nice ball between the lines to Ndidi. Ndidi now out right-hand side to Fofana. Perez. Iheanacho tries to reverse pass to Perez. It isn't on. Dean Henderson comes out and gathers it. Easy enough for the United keeper. See, she does love me, really. Here comes the cup of coffee. See? Huh? Barely care. You know you love me. I'm a lovable old scamp. See? Admit it. Admit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. 1-0 to Leicester, by the way. Completely just missed that goal. Trying to be lovey-dovey with my wife. Whoops. 1-0 to Leicester. I'll talk you through it in a second. My wife was bringing me in coffee and I was trying to have a tender moment there, but absolutely screwed up the comms on the game. So we'll have a look at it. We'll talk through it and I'll let you know what's happened. But it's 1-0 to Leicester. Iheanacho with the goal. Right. So Harry Maguire had the ball. Rolls the ball out. Again, it's Fred again. It's Iheanacho rounds the key. It's Fred again. Fred's had an absolute nightmare there. Once again, short ball. Iheanacho rounds, taps it into an empty goal. It's absolute suicidal stuff with regards to football defending. Iheanacho does what he does, steps around Henderson, slots it into an open net. Can't believe how lucky he is. What was Fred doing? It's a shitty back pass, mate. Iheanacho's standing there. He steps around the keeper. He taps it into an open goal. Fred, did you press... What's going on? Honestly. Fred. What? He's on... That's 3 times in the game already. He's been guilty of messing about, and this time it's cost his team a goal. United 1-0 down because Fred literally passed the ball to Kylie Iheanacho, who rounded Henderson and tapped it in. That is madness from Fred. Absolute madness. It's like he was playing FIFA and he didn't know what button to press, and he just pressed the wrong button and it just went, and then the kid, oh my god. If I was a United fan right now, I would be hopping my head off anything. I'd be going full on Nat Phillips. Bang, bang, bang off at him. Iheanacho can't believe his luck. Man standing there thinking, alright, Maguire has nothing going on. Passes to Fred. Fred goes, watch this. Passes the ball straight to Iheanacho, who was in his vision. It's not like he was like... The really funny part, well, I say funny, if you're a United fan, of course you're not going to find that funny, but the really stupid part about that was Fred could see him. It's not like he couldn't see through his peripheral vision. He was right there. Oh my god. That, you know, that's just madness. Madness. Wrong said Fred. That is a belter of a comment, Anthony. Take a bow, sir. Jack W said, you're staying on YouTube, by the way. All of us love you. Thank you, man. All of us Liverpool fans love you. Thank you, mate. Of course, yes, I am staying. Not going anywhere. Telesh with the cross into the box and out. It's headed away by Soyuncu. That is just madness. Oh, Kasper Schmeichel then doing his best to try and add to the calamities, but he just about gets it behind for United corner. I'm relaxed, Craig. We've options on the bench, said Jensk. Good. You are right, mate. You've a much stronger bench in this game. I said that at the start when I was going through the starting 11s. Corner here. Alex Telles to take it left hand side for Manchester United. Ball in. Maguire gets on the end of it again, but can't direct his header on target, and it goes behind for Leicester City goal kick. What happened? Right, so the ball was being played out from the back. Harry Maguire had it and he played the ball to Fred. Fred had plenty of time and space around him on the edge of the penalty area. He decides to left foot pass it back to Henderson with Iheanacho standing right in front of him. Iheanacho just goes, okay, I'll have the ball, rounds Dean Henderson and slots it into the open net. And Fred's looking around like he's surprised at what happened. It's just stupidity. Honestly, it really is. If he wasn't sure, just boot it out for a throw. You know, if you're not sure where you are with regard to the pass from Maguire, then just boot it out. Leicester on the attack again now, right hand side. With Fofana. Oh yeah, I'm staying. My wife told me on Mother's Day, last Sunday, that I'm not allowed to quit. She said, it doesn't matter how long. If I don't get full time, whatever, I have to stay on the channel. So I'm staying on both of them. I'm not going anywhere. You're not getting rid of me. I need to cough though, so I have to mute one. Yeah, I'm going to be here for the long term. I'm hoping to find a way that I can bridge over for my disability allowance and work with the social welfare to acknowledge that eventually this could lead to a business and hopefully find a pathway through that way. Because I haven't taken a wage, as I've said, from the channels ever, and you know I've always played by the rules, but I also want to play by the rules in that sense. So I will be contacting them in the hope of maybe having a pathway through to registering this as a legit business and all that kind of stuff. I figured out the hate channel was racist. Yeah, of course, that probably makes sense. I get a lot of anti-Irish stuff, Aideen, but you know, you can't really talk about it because apparently someone slagging off Irish people can't be classed as xenophobia or racism because we're Irish people. Free kick here to Iheanacho. Maguire with a foul right in the edge of the penalty area. Yeah, definitely down to as I said it before, my wife's my biggest supporter, always has been in life. I mean, not just on the channels. Anything I've ever needed, she's been there, backed me 100%, and yeah. Right, here we go. What was this? Hello, Mundo Spectacular. How are you, my man? Lovely to see you back in. That always makes me smile. Anyway, Albrighton over this free kick now. It's not really a shooting angle. It's right in the 90-degree angle of the 18-yard box, right-hand side. Referee blows his whistle. Played back across the edge of the box. Strike. It's blocked by United. Now they might have a chance to counter if they can move it quickly. Ball falls to Donny van der Beek. Nice turn by him, but there's not much on. He's thinking about going back, but there's even less in that direction. And he eventually ends up giving the ball back to Leicester. Maguire steps across now. Good defending by him. Steps inside. Snuffs out the danger and switches it across to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I think I missed the second super chat, did I? I'm relaxed, Craig. We have options. No, I didn't. I got that one, gents. Thank you very much. And thank you to Aideen as well. Not too bad, Jack. Not too bad. What we've decided to do, mate, instead of worrying about sponsorship and all, is just keep making content, mate. If that happens, it happens. If not, I get another year off the wife to do what I'm doing. So I'm under no pressure anymore, mate. So I'm just going to enjoy myself. And I feel like a big weight's been lifted off with the lack of stress now about it. So all good. No Ric Flair on this channel, Yusuf. Ric Flairs are only on Anfield Agenda. Alright, David, now relax. Even for an Irish man. Us Irish people built the world, mate. Don't you forget that, sir. I'm only joking. How are you, mate? Lots of love over to Canada. Grego Fantastico, Mundo Magnifico, De Niro, HQ. There you go, mate. That's for you. I love that song. I know it's a Bruno song. I get that, but and that lets me sing my own name or the channel's name, I'll take. Switch across by Ndidi now. Right hand side to Fofana. (50-50) in the possession stats. Bang on, right down the middle. Thank you to Nero, man. Love having you in here. I really look, as I've always said, I appreciate the shit out of everyone that watches. I know you've got lots of options. I'm glad people come in and say hello. I know a lot of United fans go over and watch the watch-alongs with Mark and then come and watch our highlights later on. So if you are watching this back later on and it is the highlights, thank you. Welcome. I hope you're having a nice day. Again, folks, as you can see, we're closing in on 16k. So please do hit the subscribe button as well. Ball around the corner again from Leicester. Goes behind harmlessly. That'll be a goal kick to Manchester United. Do I think Jose is finished? I never understand the Spurs partnership with Jose Mourinho and Daniel Levy. That always looked destined to fail for me. Do I think he's finished? It's so difficult to say with somebody who's... hang on, Leicester on the attack. Great challenge there from Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Do I think he's finished? No, I think he'll keep getting jobs, but I think his heydays are past him. I think the best of Jose Mourinho is past him. But, you know, you can always have to show the man respect for what he's won in the game. I'm not a hater. He's won a lot in the game, but I don't want to say football has moved past him, but I don't think he once has the same clout and the same maybe reaction from players as he used to have. A lot of talk about Rodgers, by the way, being lined up for that Spurs job. Ball out right hand side. Would he look at that as a step up though from Leicester at this moment in time? Genuine question. I mean, Leicester looking like they're going to get Champions League this season. Spurs looking like they won't. Spurs, yes, of course, they do have the magnificent new stadium that's over there in London. Paul Pogba's been fouled here. Just checking on his right foot. Yeah, I think it was stood on by Fofana in the challenge there as they went for the ball. Yeah, would he look at it as a step up? It's a genuinely fair question, I think, at this moment in time. Noah reckons it's a step down. Sad about Genie, who wanted them to and VVD to play together again. Yeah, it is tough. Well, they will on international duty at some point, Kate. We know that much. Oh, I agree. There's something going on at Spurs there that I don't think we will know publicly. It just doesn't look right, does it? I mean, he's got decent squad there. He's got Son, he's got Kane, he's got Bale, he's got Lamella, he's got I'm just getting confused here looking at what's going on in the games. There's a foul there, free kick to Leicester. Yeah, he's got some good players at the club. I mean, he even has young Ryan Sessegnon out on loan. Hoffenheim. I don't understand. Højbjerg I thought was an excellent piece of business, by the way, for Spurs in the summer. Yeah, I don't know why he's not getting more out of that team. He should be. I hope they don't do this, by the way, because it would be sad for me as an ex-Liverpool fan, but Spurs could do a lot worse than looking in Rafael Benitez's direction. Let me say that to you. Obviously, I don't want Rafa going to another Premier League club. I mean, Newcastle was okay, but I don't want them going in and improving Spurs. But, you know, they could do a lot worse than look at Rafael Benitez. Ball back from Lindelof now. It's launched long by the United keeper. Goes out of play. It'll be a throw into Manchester United right hand side, about 5 yards inside their own half. Dele Alli as well, yeah. Scotty, there's another one. Lucas Moura. You know, he's not short of talent. And that's before we look at the young players coming through as well. Cross in. Martial tries to get on the end of it, can't quite make good contact, and it's cleared by Leicester. It'll be coming back at them though, right hand side with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He does well, rolls it inside to Fred. Fred goes out left hand side now to Alex Telles. Up the line to Paul Pogba. Pogba, it's a nice drop of the shoulder by him. Pulls the ball back across, Van der Beek leaves it, it's 1-1. That is, again, all down to Paul Pogba's drop of the shoulder. A beautiful ball across the 18-yard box. A lovely dummy by Donny van der Beek. Or excuse me, I think the dummy was by Greenwood, and then it slotted home. I'll talk you through it one by one, but it all came from a beautiful drop of the shoulder from Paul Pogba on the edge of the 18-yard box, left-hand side. Got himself the space for the cross, rolled it across. Van der Beek was the one that left it, and Mason Greenwood plays the ball past Kasper Schmeichel. Again, Pogba pulls it back. Lovely dummy, boom, from Greenwood. It's a good finish. Again, it's all about the skill from Pogba on the edge of the box. Rolls across, Van der Beek leaves it, bang. There's Greenwood with the left foot. Slots it past Kasper Schmeichel. Good finish. Keeper can't get to it, and it's 1-1. And that was a very, very good piece of football again. They're the moments that you can get from Pogba. Look, Van der Beek played a huge part in it as well with the dummy. Maybe he got the call from Greenwood, maybe he didn't, but either way, it was a well-worked goal from United to draw back level, and Fred will probably be breathing a massive sigh of relief right now. Yeah, it was a great dummy, but for me that was all about the drop of the shoulder from Pogba to sell the defender on the edge of the box. That freed him up the space to get the cross in. And from there, beautiful dummy from Van der Beek and a lovely left-footed finish by Greenwood, and it's 1-1. Tielemans now fires a cross in to the far post. Lindelof heads it away. Or excuse me, Alex Telles heads it away. Albrighton has it now left hand side for Leicester City. Ball back inside. Iheanacho back to Ndidi. No, it wasn't Sarasota either, Jack. Nobody has been able to guess where that picture was on Twitter yet. And it wasn't Tampa, mate. It wasn't in Tampa. And it wasn't Sarasota. It was Florida, but it wasn't either of those places. I can't believe nobody's gotten that yet. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Aaron Wan-Bissaka rolls the ball up the line. Donny van der Beek back inside now. To Matic, he's fouled. Free kick to United inside their own half. Has my coffee cooled down enough yet? I think it has, you know. No, it wasn't Miami. Although Miami is amazing. We were in Miami on our honeymoon like many moons ago. And we brought the kids to Miami at one point as well, but no, it wasn't Miami. Do you want a big hint? Give me a thumbs up if you want a hint. No, it's not Panama City either. If you want a hint, Jack, give me a thumbs up. Pogba with a strike from the edge of the box, straight into the arms of Kasper Schmeichel. No, wasn't Orlando. No, have I ever been to Barbados? No, we've been to, on our honeymoon cruise, we went to Jamaica, the Cayman Islands, Labadee Espanol, which is an island that was owned by the Royal Caribbean Cruise Company, and Mexico, Jamaica, Cayman Islands, and Labadee Espanol. Yeah, those 4 places. Think of Scientology. That's the clue you're getting. Think of Scientology. Anybody around the Florida area will know what I mean if I say think of Scientology in regard to that. That's probably going to get me demonetized just from saying that word that many times. It wasn't Tampa, no. Yeah, okay, for a honeymoon we went to Miami for a few days, then we went on the cruise around the Caribbean. Now bear in mind it was 14 years ago. Nope, wasn't Naples. Corner in, headed away. Strike, blocked. Nope, wasn't St. Petersburg. I've given you a huge hint. If you just Google that word. Yes, Jack, you've got it. It was Clearwater. I think it was Pier 61 or Pier 41 on Clearwater. But yes, Jack, you've got it. It was Clearwater. Yeah, Kyle got it as well. Yeah, Clearwater, that's where it was from. Beautiful, beautiful place. But I wanted to go down there just to drive along past where the headquarters was, because I'd watched some, I'd watched the Leah Remini stuff, and yeah, I wanted to go down to Clearwater. 1, because I'd heard it was lovely, and 2, because I wanted to just have a look. But yeah, there you go. You got it, Jack. Well played. Ball over the top, and it goes through to Dean Henderson. Beautiful place, by the way. Absolutely beautiful. Ball crossed. And if we manage to get over to the States again in November or December, we'll be going back straight to Orlando, Florida again, and then over down that neck of the woods for a while as well. So anybody around that neck of the woods, you know, we're going to meet up with as many people as we can, even if I'm with my family, which of course I will be. Hopefully Liz, we'll meet Liz and her husband hopefully for dinner. Dave, Far Isle as well. But yeah, as always, that's our go-to holiday spot. Albrighton inside to Perez now. Perez, good footwork on the edge of the box. Strike! Ooh, I tell you what, it wasn't too far away. Had Dean Henderson scrambling, but it does go behind for a goal kick to Manchester United. Have you ever been to New York? Technically yes, but really no. I had a layover there on the way back from Orlando once, mate, in JFK, but no, I've never been. I've never been into the city. Have ever been to Disney World? Yes. Both in Paris and in Florida. Although we only went for a day because my kids aren't really into Disney, mate. They more wanted to go to Universal. Thank God, because I hate Disney stuff. Anybody that pretends to be that happy does my head in. Do you know what I mean? Nobody's that happy all the time. Have I been to Dubai? With all this at half time, folks. We're nearly there. Ask me as many questions as you want at half time. Throw in from United to Fred, left hand side. Back to Alex Telles. 2 Leicester players barge into each other. Martial now throws a little flick, comes off Leicester player. Fofana has it right hand side. He tries the ball up to Vardy, but it's easily defended by Lindelof. Now it's back with Harry Maguire. Maguire goes across right hand side to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. We've hit the 45 minutes. 2 minutes of additional time added on by the referee at the end of the first half. Aaron Wan-Bissaka in possession. Lindelof now. Rolls it back across. It looks like we'll be going in all square at 1-1. Fred Horror Show gave Leicester's Iheanacho an easy goal to open it up. And then good piece of work by Pogba on the left-hand side of the box. Lovely dummy by Donny van der Beek. And then a good finish by Mason Greenwood. Equalised for Manchester United. Lindelof. Fred. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Fred has it now. Cuts back in field. Gives it to Matic. Matic carries the ball forward. He's got Pogba to his left if he wants him. It's a horrible ball in behind and it gives it straight to Albrighton. Albrighton goes to ground. Referee says nothing doing. Play on. Greenwood has it now. Ball inside to Fred. Fred goes back out left hand side to Anthony Martial. Pogba slows it down for a second. We've had 1 of the 2 minutes. Fred goes back to Maguire. Back out left hand side to Alex Telles. Harry Maguire again. Fred to Lindelof. Lindelof carries it across. Pressure on him. He goes back to Henderson. Dean Henderson puts his left boot through it and launches it towards the halfway line where it's flicked on by Martial, but it goes straight to Soyuncu. Hooked forward by him. That'll go out for a throw-in. Ref has a look at his watch. There's still 20 seconds to go, Mr. Referee, so we'll let the throw-in take place. We'll have a little sip of the coffee. Maguire, Matic. We've now had the 2 minutes. Referee puts the whistle to his lips. It's half-time at the King Power in this FA Cup quarter-final. Leicester City won. Manchester United won in a fairly entertaining first half. I mean, it was a calamitous goal from United's point of view to give away. Fred laying it off to Iheanacho. Ran around Henderson and slotted it in. But the United goal was a piece of class. Edge of the box by Pogba. Little drop of the shoulder. Turned the defender. Rolls it across. Van der Beek dummies it. And then Mason Greenwood left-footed it past Kasper Schmeichel to make it 1-1 at the break. Right, let me just stop the clock. And again, just want to give a shout out and a massive thank you to the OneFootball app, without whom we wouldn't be here today. So if you want to download the OneFootball app and help us out, you can do so with the link that's pinned to the top of the chat and in the description of the stream. The OneFootball app is the best football app bar none. If you've got an iPhone like me, you can even access the all new augmented reality feature on there, which allows you to basically display the starting 11 or anything onto your floor. Pick on a player, look at his stats. You can of course see all the video content there on the screen there. You can get breaking team news, you can get transfer gossip, statistics, everything you need, video footage, all in one fantastically free app. And without the good folks of the OneFootball app, I wouldn't be here doing this game today. So thank you to them and thank you to you guys for your support as always. But please do download it if you're going to from one of those links either at the top of the chat or in the description, because it lets them know we sent you. Right, here we go. I said keep the questions for half time, so let's lash them out. Have you been to the Kennedy Space Centre? No, mate. I keep trying to get my family to go and not one of them will go with me to the Kennedy Space Centre. So if we do go this year, I'm putting my foot down, mate, and I'm going. Even if I have to drive myself there, I'm going. What have we got? Scotty said, I've never been to Florida. The only place I've been to in America is New York. For me, mate, the only place I've been to in America is Florida. I think. Have I been anywhere else in America? Well, again, just on layovers in Atlanta, Boston and JFK, but I don't think I've been anywhere else. Been to Canada, but no, Florida. We just keep going back to Florida, mate. We love it. I know you were in Donegal, but Bundoran is class in the summer when it's warm, said Kyle. Yeah, I mean, I've heard, like, nothing. My daughter was actually up there for a while with a friend of hers whose grandparents are from that neck of the woods, and it is beautiful up there, you're right. How's your day? It's not too bad, thank you, Joseph, my man. How's yours? Have I ever been on an African safari? No, I haven't. But it is definitely something I'd love to do. But again, my wife probably wouldn't be into it as much as I would. But yeah, look, there's so many places I want to see in the world, mate. I want to get to South Africa. I want to get down to Australia and New Zealand. I want to get across and see Texas. I want to get down to visit our friend Dara Azizi and I want to get to Arizona as well. Loads of places. I want to get back over to Canada because my wife has lots of family over around Toronto, Mississauga. Is Fred the Brazilian Jacker? Not my place to say, mate. I mean, a bit of a mixed bag from Fred. Sometimes he looks alright, and sometimes, like today, he's had a few howlers. How's lockdown been? Shitty, mate. Like everybody else's, to be honest with you. African safaris are very expensive. I've never looked into it, buddy, so I'll take your word for it, Huey. I've got no idea, mate. Yeah, I've got no idea if they are or aren't, but I'll take your word for it. Belfast or Dublin? Well, I'm from Dublin, mate, so... But my favourite town to go to, if I'm going away for a weekend in Ireland, it'll be Belfast. Myself and my wife love going to Belfast. Jack has family in Canada and Australia. Nice one. I wish I had family in Australia so I could get a cheap place to stay over there, but I don't. I'm from Nepal. Would you want to come here for a vacation? I can't say I've ever thought about it, mate. I mean, there's so many beautiful places in the world that I don't know about that, you know, I'm often... Like Sri Lanka, as an example. I never would have thought of Sri Lanka as a beach holiday until somebody recommended it to me and I looked it up and I just thought, wow, Sri Lanka looks beautiful. RS hates that America is the GOAT of holiday destinations. There's some things about it I really, really love, mate, and there's some things that like I don't quite like. Like, it is certainly beautiful to visit Florida, and it's great to visit the theme parks, but it all adds up, mate. Like, if you go over and let's say you go for 2 weeks and you get yourself 2-week passes to Universal, 2-week passes to Disney, you want to go down to visit Busch Gardens, SeaWorld, and the water parks and stuff, it adds up very, very quickly. I mean, tickets for these parks ain't cheap. Universal isn't too bad in fairness, but if you want all access to all the Disney parks, you want to basically take out a second mortgage, it's expensive. And as I said before, thankfully my kids aren't really Disney people, so we've only gone to Disney in Florida once, and that was for the Halloween, the Mickey's Halloween Spectacular thing, which I think, you know, you go in at 6 in the evening and it's open till 10 or something. That's the only time we've been there. But other than that, I love Busch Gardens. Busch Gardens is my favourite place. I think it's amazing. The Maldives looks lovely. I agree, Huey. It certainly does. Some of these places, you're right, they are expensive, but worth it because, you know, for instance, Turkey is probably, you know, my family's second favourite holiday destination. I think if I was to buy a holiday home, which of course I'm not in a position to, but if I ever was, I'd be buying one in Turkey because I love the country, I love the people, I love the culture, I love the food, I love the heat. So yeah, if I was to buy a holiday home, I'd be buying one in Turkey at some point. My whole family love it over there. We've been to Turkey 4 or 5 times, and every time we go back, we love it more. We were supposed to go to Turkey last June, but we had to cancel it because, you know why, same as everybody else. I've been to Portugal, Jack. I've been to what's the place called? Been there twice, same hotel. I can't think of what the name of the place. It was near Praia da Rocha, but it wasn't Praia da Rocha. It was about 2 miles away, 3 miles away. It was in the Algarve, obviously, but I can't remember the name. Vitor's Plaza, that was the name of the hotel we stayed in. My friend went to Japan before lockdown. That is incredible. Connor's sister is working in Japan, teaching English at the minute, actually. Herself and her boyfriend are over there. I've been over there for at least a year now, I think. No, it wasn't Albufeira, mate. It was near Praia da Rocha, and the hotel was called Vitor's Plaza. Praia da Vau, I think, maybe, if that makes sense. I think that was the name of the town. Arab FC, we're all good, my man. All good. You're from Istanbul, Turkey, and it's amazing. I'm convinced Iheanacho missed that chance on purpose first. Mate, nobody will ever convince me that he didn't miss that on purpose. I'm with you. I'm fully convinced he missed that shot on purpose in that game, and nobody will ever convince me otherwise. But yeah, Istanbul's lovely as well, mate. I love Turkey as a country. I love the Turkish people. I love their hospitality. I love their food. I love the culture. they're just really nice people. It can be a bit daunting at first because of all the senses and smells and noises, but once you go into a Turkish shop or you get to talk to the owner of the shop and you sit down, they will offer you a drink and they'll talk to you, and it's just really nice people. Really, really lovely people. The more we go, the more we fall in love with the Turkish people. They're just absolute quality. Pompeii in Italy. No, I think it was Praia de Vau. I think that was the name of the town we stayed in here. Praia de Vau. I'm almost sure that's what it was called. Italy I've been to. My best friend got married in Italy. I was his best man. And it was down in like the heel near Bari, Brindisi, that kind of part of Italy. And again, wow, stunning. Have I been to Tenerife? Yes, that was the last holiday we were on. We were in Tenerife, and I sent Connor a video. Well, actually, I'll play you the video. Will I just to wind? Do you want to see the video? Give me a thumbs up if you want to see it. And it's just me basically slagging Connor and saying, "Yeah, mate, look at this." If you don't want to see it, don't worry. But if you want to see it, I have it here on my phone. Just strolling along. Oh, what's this? So that's our jacuzzi, I think. That would be our jacuzzi, wouldn't it? It would, yeah. Just strolling along the balcony up here on the penthouse. Looking out over the marina, over the bay. Yeah, it was amazing. That was our last family holiday actually. It was October 2019. And it was, yeah, beautiful. First time I've ever been to Tenerife, and absolutely stunning place. Yeah, the view was amazing. Absolutely amazing. It was, yeah, it was stunning. Beautiful place, beautiful hotel. Really chill, really enjoyed it. Come to India. Oh man, I'd love to. Genuinely would love to. My only fear of India would be like my fear of New York or London. Just I have a fear of a lot of people, crowded areas, mate. Like that makes me nervous. But to get to India to see some of the stuff, I'd love to. Have I been to Greece? Yes, I did, mate. I actually DJ'd in Crete in an Irish bar, and I went there after my leaving cert on holidays as well. But yeah, I did, mate. I've been to Crete twice. Was Connor raging? I don't know. He's a hard one to read as Mr. Crosby, but I do like winding him up sometimes. Living like a king. That wasn't an expensive holiday, mate. For me, my wife, and the two kids for a week. I think that trip cost us 1400 euro, something like that. I think we paid 200 quid to upgrade to that room when we got there. But so 1600 euro for the four of us, bed and breakfast for a week. I mean, it wasn't expensive. We just got lucky. We got a good price on it. But yeah, we were pleasantly surprised when we got there. It was beautiful. I'd be stared at in India. Well, that definitely isn't something I want to be done, mate. Yeah. FA Cup draw has taken place, by the way, or has taken place, or is taking place right now. So let me bring you the FA Cup draw while it's happening for the semi-finals. I'll give it to you live here. It's happening right now. First team out of the hat. Leicester or Manchester United. So Leicester or Manchester United are the first team out of the hat in the FA Cup semi-final draw. And they will take on Southampton. So, would you say a favourable tie? So Leicester or Manchester United will take out Southampton in the semi-final. That will see obviously Chelsea and Manchester City in the other semi-final. Chelsea first team out of the hat, so Manchester City then will be drawn as the technical away side there in that semi-final. So, FA Cup semi-final draw has been made. The winner of this game between Leicester and Manchester United will take on Southampton, and the other semi-final draw sees Chelsea being drawn against Manchester City. So you could possibly potentially have an all Manchester final there, or you could have a Chelsea Southampton final, or a little mix of either way. But that's the draw anyway. Again, just to confirm, Leicester, Manchester United against Southampton and Chelsea against Manchester City. That is the draw for the semi-final of the FA Cup. So we'll know who exactly the last team is when this game finishes. Currently half-time, it's 1-1 as things stand. And again, if you are enjoying the stream, folks, please do hit that subscribe button. And of course, this has been brought to you with thanks to our sponsor, the One Football app, without whom we wouldn't be here today doing this show. We wouldn't have been able to keep Mundo Sporto going because, you know, every little penny helps. And One Football are great supporters of a lot of football fan content creators. So you can download the One Football app completely free from the link pinned to the top of the chat or the link in the description. Either way, head over to the Google Play Store, the Apple App Store. You've got your video content, you've got your press conference stuff, you've got augmented reality features, league tables, statistics, transfer gossip, everything that you need in one completely free, sexy and easy to use football app. Right, now finish the cup of coffee that my wife brought me in a very long time ago. Craig, do you think Liverpool will ever win another FA Cup? Yes, of course we will. I don't mean that like arrogantly, but like the FA Cup will go on forever, so of course we'll win one at some point. Who do I want to win? I'm on the fence, mate. I do these Mundo Sporto. Everything that I do is straight down the middle, mate. I don't show favouritism. I call things as I see it. For the channel to have any type of integrity, we need to be able to push all our biases aside and just call things as we see them. Barry said, love the pre-match stats on One Football. You can view them for the lower leagues too, which is absolutely class. Yeah, it's amazing. Thank you, Jack. Really appreciate it. Teams are coming out now for the second half. As Connor did say, it felt like that half-time went on for forever, really. But in all honesty, it has just been the 15 minutes. I'm looking at the clock right now. It's 2 minutes past 6. Game started at 5. Had 2 minutes of injury time at the end of the first half. So, yeah, no, it was the correct 15 minutes. Who do you think will get promoted from the Championship? Well, Norwich look a certainty to go. Let's have a little quick look at the league table while we can. You know, I'll be ready for the second half when it gets going, don't worry. But let's have a little quick look at the league table there in the Championship and see how she's looking. Norwich sitting pretty at the top. I need to get the clock ready just so I don't miss the start of the second half here. Leicester are going to be playing from right to left in the second half. And we will have Vardy about to kick them off. Run away. So having a quick look at the league table anyway, Norwich look like they're going up. Watford currently sitting in second place, although Swansea do have a game in hand, as does Brentford over them. So, wouldn't mind seeing Bournemouth get back into the playoff places, but if I could pick automatic promotions, Norwich and Brentford, I'd like to see come up. Bernadette, how are you? Lovely to see you win. I'm doing really well. I hope you are as well. No changes from either side that I'm aware of at half-time here, folks, but it is still 1-1, so it's anyone's game second half. And as you know, the draw has been made as well, which has seen Manchester United get drawn against Southampton, and it'll be, well, I say Manchester United, excuse me, Manchester United or Leicester, excuse me, drawn against Southampton, and then it will see Chelsea against Manchester City in the other semi-final. Irish Crawler said, I love United, but I love your watch-along, Liverpool watch-along. Keep up the great work, man. Thank you, pal. And look, if anybody does want to help us, please do head over and subscribe to Anfield Agenda, because we want to try and get to 100k. We're nearly at 84 now. K, I mean, not 84 subs. And yeah, all your help really is appreciated. There is a link in the description, and I'll be on there at 8 o'clock with a new show with Jack Gill as well. So Soyuncu now carrying the ball forward for Leicester here. Breaks into the United half. Rolls it down the line. Cross comes in. Far too close to Dean Henderson. Easy for the United keeper. Straight into his hands. Lindelof now for United to Maguire. Did I ever play hurling? No, I was far too much of a pussy to play hurling, Jeff. And I mean that sincerely. I looked at those lads getting poleaxed and everything. I went, nah, pass. I'll stick to Gaelic football. Fastest ball sport in the world, though. Ball field sport, I should say, in the world. Maguire switched the cross, looking for Wan-Bissaka. Can he keep it in? Nope. It goes out and it'll be a throw into Leicester City. Castagna to take the throw in, left hand side. He's just looking for options. Finds Iheanacho, back to Castagna. Nice ball inside. Indeed, he breaks into the penalty area now. Again, though, it's a terrible cross and it's straight into the arms of Henderson. Van de Beek rolls it across to Pogba. Someone said, Craig, do you think Dean Henderson will become United's number one? Honestly, got no idea. Haven't got a clue. I really rate De Gea, though. I'm not joking, Jeff. I was too much of a pussy, mate. And do you want to know something else? And this is the God's honest truth. I didn't even know hurling existed until secondary school. I'm not joking. My primary school played Gaelic football, and I played it all the way through primary and secondary school. But I didn't even know hurling existed until I went to Oatlands and I joined secondary school. And I'm not joking. Never paid any attention to it. It wasn't even talked about in our primary school. Rodder said, you've done an amazing job to hit 80k in 3 years. We still have 2 months to go to our 3 years, Rodders. We're 2 years and 10 months old. The goals burned out were scored by Iheanacho and by Mason Greenwood. Tielemans now for Leicester. I will say though, whoever plays hurling, all my tough sons of bitches. That's all I'm gonna say. I never remember. I had a teacher that was called Slim in our school, and you know you can guess why he was called Slim. He was a bit like myself, but 3 times my size probably. And all I remember him saying is "Drive the ball, driver." That's all I remember him saying. That's the only recollection I have of hurling in secondary school. Pull on her, driver, pull on her, drive it. Not trying to sound rude in any way, but did you go to a different school for your disability? No, I wasn't diagnosed till I was 34, mate. So, no, I went right through the regular secondary school system, got 420 points in my leaving cert. I was supposed to study psychology and French, but I've spoke about it before, but my dad was... personal stuff going on with my family, mate. Mother had multiple suicide attempts. Both parents were unfortunately fond of the drink and eventually ended up looking after my dad until he died. But no, I didn't have to go to any different school because I wasn't diagnosed until I was 34. So no, I had to blag my way through the normal educational system, knowing I was different but never knowing why. And just trying to mimic and act like other people. Indeedy now. My son started off in an autism-specific play school and eventually now has made his way into mainstream in the primary school that he's in. He does have an SNA though, and you know, he does have a sensory room if he needs to go to it and stuff. It's an amazing school he's in. Not really, Barry. I mean, a little bit these days. I mean, certainly not enough. Like, you know, I call my wife my little petit pois, but... other than that, mate, no, not really. I went to France a few years ago expecting all the French just to flow back, and nah, it didn't really. Tielemans strike, 2-1 Leicester. That is an absolutely stunning goal from Yuri Tielemans. Edge of the penalty area, drives into the box, right-footed strike, down past Dean Henderson into the bottom right-hand corner. 2-1 to Leicester City. That was a good finish. Let's see if there's anything better Henderson could have done. He picks up the ball, Tielemans, plays a little 1-2, lovely little 1-2, carries on his run, goes past Fred too easily, strike. You want to see the angle behind the goal. This will give us a better idea. Again, though, it's all about Tielemans. 1-2, drives to the penalty area. Could Henderson maybe have gotten a hand to that? I don't know. Am I being harsh? No, he should have gotten a hand to it. I'm not being harsh. That's too... Look, I don't want to take away from Tielemans because it was all about his quality. The 1-2 in the middle of the pitch, the drive into the penalty area. But I'm not going to lie, folks. If I'm a United fan, which by the grace of God I'm not, I'd be disappointed at Dean Henderson there. I think he could have got down to that quicker, and I don't think his angle was great. As a former keeper, given my view on it, I don't think he had his angle spot on either. But anyway, it is 2-1 to Leicester City. So let me just change the score. One of the few phrases I do remember, mate, from French is "Je suis enfant unique," which is just basically me saying I'm an only child. What do we think on the Henderson stuff there? Any United fans in the chat? Henderson could have done better. I think it's fair to say against AC Milan in the first leg, we all agree Dean Henderson could have got a stronger hand on it. To me, look, you don't want to take away from Tielemans because, you know, it was tremendous quality from him. But if I'm a United fan, I'm asking questions about my keeper there. And Fred, by the way, for letting him break into the box too easily. And probably Matic. But again, I always look at these things from two sides. If you're a Leicester fan, you see the brilliance of Yuri Tielemans, you see the 1-2 in the centre of the park, and you see the determination to drive into the box. So we take that side of it and give a massive thumbs up. Then if you look at it from the defensive side, he should have been stopped sooner, and could the keeper have done better? That's, you know, I try to give a balanced view from both sides on it. But yeah, I would have been disappointed if I'm a United fan with the keeper in that. And the defence as well, by the way. Fernandes now warming up on the sidelines. Indeed, he has the ball centre of the pitch. It's back with Soyuncu now. I mean, there's still plenty of time for United to try and find a way back into this. Telles heads it out. It'll be a throw into Leicester on the halfway line. I agree, Berry's world. An old tactical foul or a body check there from Fred wouldn't have gone astray, would it? Let's have a look at it again. He's got to foul him. You've got to pull him down there. You can't be letting him drive into the box. You have to take him for the team there and take a yellow. You should have brought him down. Maybe 23 yards out. Should have brought him down, taken him for the team and picked up your yellow. He's having a bit of a mare today, Fred. Oh, Bernadette, you should have seen it when we brought the kids over to Disneyland Paris. I was fully bragging, you know, saying that I got an A1 in Honours French in my leaving cert. I got an A1 in Honours French, an A1 in business, and then I did average in most other subjects. But when we were getting over there, I was giving it to Biggin the whole trip. As you said, got to France, said, I got this, folks. I got this. Don't worry about it, kids. Daddy's got this. I think my daughter, who just started French, was better. Yeah, you know, it's like thinking you can still play football 20 years after your last game, thinking it's still in the legs, like. But nah, it wasn't. United's ball here, left hand side. I think I basically spent the entire trip saying jambon et fromage. That was it. Like, just give me Atten with ham and cheese and I'll be sound. Pomfrit's German. See, I'm already fucking confused in the languages. Free kick, Telles left hand side here to whip it in for United. Ball comes in. Soyuncu with a header puts it behind. That'll be a Manchester United corner left hand side. You have to be better than Del Boy. Yeah, but Del Boy's far funnier. Telles with the corner now. Fires it in. Again, good defending that by Soyuncu, getting ahead of Maguire. Albrighton has it now. He's under pressure from a couple of United players. He's dispossessed. Greenwood, good work on the left-hand side. Drives into the penalty area. Greenwood pulls it across. It's a bit behind and it's hooked away. Eventually, Albrighton clears it. It'll be coming straight back at them though. Telles with a strike. Ooh, flashed across the goal. Kasper Schmeichel let it go behind. It'll be a goal kick to Leicester City. Où est le discothèque? Où est le discothèque? Castagna now. A simple 1-2 out of our midfield and defence. Henderson should have done better, but this blame isn't on Henderson. A bit of blame all around, Christopher. I mean, you're right, mate. Fred should have tactically fouled him, but the keeper probably should have done better. But you are right. For it to get to that point, there's been mistakes already. Vardy's through now. Oh, he's missed the sitter. Jamie Vardy shit the bed. The man that's supposed to be a goal scorer machine does great work. Turns inside, one-on-one with Henderson. Goal at his mercy, and he shits the bed and pulls it wide of the left-hand post. Ball through to him from Iheanacho. Goes through the legs of Maguire. Oh, he sees the headlines, but he forgets to actually do the hard work and put the ball in the back of the net. Good work by Vardy. Oh, he gave the keeper the eyes and everything. You seen the headlines. Dun, dun, dun. And it wasn't Jamie Vardy. Free kick to Manchester United now, left hand side. Maguire brought down. Thank you, David. I love the French language, mate. I really would like to learn it again properly because it's a beautiful language. Matic. Tielemans. One of my good wife's one of my wife's good friends actually went to school and studied business and Chinese, and is now working over in China for Jameson, the Irish whiskey company, which is class. He gets to go to China, practice business and his Chinese, of course, but work for an Irish company, which I think, well, I don't know if they're still owned as an Irish company, but it's an Irish product that we all recognise, which must be very. I imagine the job satisfaction there must be great. And to be fair, Kate, it's free on TV as well for a lot of people. Like, I mean, it's quiet enough stream, but I'm not complaining. I like the quiet streams at times. It gives us all a chance to have a little chat. But again, it is free on terrestrial TV as well in the UK and Ireland. It's important to remember that. And you've got, United Stand covering the game and many others as well. So I ain't complaining. I'm just happy that anyone's in here with us and we're having a bit of fun. Indeedy. Ball played out right hand side. It's taken down. Albrighton with the cross. Oh, good defending. Good defending by Lindelof to stop Vardy. Fred. Oh, it's through to Henderson. Henderson now. We've hit the hour mark at the King Power, ladies and gentlemen. Leicester City have restored their goal lead with a very good piece of work by Youri Tielemans and a great finish. Fred to Martial. It's intercepted though by Ndidi. All the way back now with Kasper Schmeichel. Right, United fans in the chat, what do you do? Obviously Fernandes is your first thought here. What else are you thinking from the bench? Sorry, my phone's getting a few messages here that I have to check just in case it's important. Strike, ooh, strike from distance from Jose Perez, but he can't get over the top of the ball and it sails over Dean Henderson's crossbar, and it's still 2-1 to Leicester City and a goal kick to Manchester United. Cavani, yeah, another good option. Pogba's already on the pitch, mate, so, there is that, but maybe you want them to link up, maybe that's what you're saying. Hey, David, thank you, man. Grateful to have you with us, buddy. Van de Beek now, right hand side for United. Little ricochet, but it falls to Anthony Martial. United have a chance here. Martial, he's brought down. That's going to be a yellow, surely. Referee gives the free kick. Leicester City players are saying there was no contact. If the ref gives this free, he's got to give a booking. Let's have a look. Martial turns inside. It was brushed off by Johnny Evans by the back of his leg, but I think in that situation, if you're given a free, you've got to give a yellow because he would have been heading towards goal. But to be fair, there wasn't that much contact, so maybe the referee got this one right. But it is a free kick to Manchester United anyway. About 30 to 35 yards out, slightly right of centre. Manchester United now about to make 4 substitutes. Bruno Fernandes getting ready to come on. Luke Shaw's getting ready to come on. Edinson Cavani's getting ready to come on. And Scott McTominay is getting ready to come on. .27 to go. Alex Telles over the free kick. Floats it in. It's over hit and it goes straight. That was an awful, awful attempt of a free kick. Far too close. You need that to be dropping somewhere between the penalty spot and the 6 yard box. He put it way too much on it. Here's the substitutions now for Manchester United. Matic is coming off. I'll talk you through them one by one. So Nemanja Matic is coming off. Paul Pogba's coming off. Van de Beek is coming off. And Alex Telles is coming off. And they're going to be replaced by Scott McTominay, Luke Shaw, Bruno Fernandes and Edinson Cavani. So a four-man swap over there for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's side. So, you know, it should be a very attacking set of changes here. So again, just to cover, Matic off, Telles off, Pogba off, Donny van der Beek off, Luke Shaw on, Cavani on, Fernandes on, and the last one was McTominay on. So they're the 4 changes. Just over 25 to go here at the King Power. Cavani now for United, gives it to Fred. How's Fred still on the pitch, by the way? Martial out right hand side to Mason Greenwood. Greenwood plays a nice ball down the line to McTominay. McTominay now tries across, goes behind. That'll be a corner to Manchester United right hand side. Bruno strolls across to take it. I can't believe that Fred's still on the pitch either, mate. Honestly, I know I'm a neutral and all, but surely to goodness he should have been taken off. Corner to United now anyway. Chance for them to get a set piece into the box. Fernandes over it, right hand side. Crosses it in. Again, Maguire gets ahead on it, but the second ball's headed away then by Albrighton. Greenwood picks it back up for United. He rolls it down the line to Scott McTominay, right hand side of the penalty area. Back to Fernandes. His cross is blocked. Did it go behind? No. They've said that Kasper Schmeichel's kept it in play and it's in the hands of the Leicester City goalkeeper. Kasper Schmeichel throws it out left hand side to Castagna. Jose Perez now has it. Leicester have men forward. Perez switches to play across. Tielemans. Fred does well there. Brushes the ball off Tielemans and carries it forward for United left hand side. He turns back in now, looking for options. Gives it central to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes now switches it ahead of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, but it's actually Mason Greenwood that comes and gathers the ball. Greenwood cuts inside. Switches play across. Fred gives it out to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw on that left-hand channel fires in across. It's over everybody. Ricochets though to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who pulls it back to McTominay. Greenwood back to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. It's crossed, but it's hit the stomach. It looked like to me that came off Cavani, but the referee I think has awarded a corner. I thought Cavani got the last touch. Let's have a look at the replay anyway. United do it down this right hand side. Ball in. Aaron Wan-Bissaka I thought that came off Cavani, but either way, it's been given as a corner to Manchester United again, right hand side. Fernandes to take it. Ball in, headed away. Shaw crosses it back in, flicked on. Kasper Schmeichel gets a hand to it, keeps it in play, easy enough for the Leicester City keeper. Iheanacho has it now, left hand channel. He's under pressure from Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who puts it out, and it'll be a Leicester City throw in. My prediction all the way, Jack Deegan, if you look at the Mundo Sporto prediction of the weekend, I said this would be 2-2 and it would go to penalties. That was my prediction, that United would go through on penalties. So technically I'm in with a shout here, but you know, as things stand, Leicester City are the ones with by saying in with a shout, I mean of getting my prediction right. Leicester with the lead though, so it's, you know, it's up to United now to see if they can peg them back, or if Leicester can sucker punch them and get a third goal and kill it off. That'll be a yellow card for kicking the ball away, an absolutely stupid yellow card as well for the Leicester City player to pick up. It was Luke Shaw who was fouled by Jose Perez. The referee's right, your man booted the ball away. Should have been a yellow card. Fred has it back for United now. Switches it across right hand side to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Bruno Fernandes. It was Albrighton with the yellow, by the way. Switch back across now to Cavani, who's in the left hand channel. He heads it back to Luke Shaw. Shaw has a burst forward, plays it inside to Fred. Fred, diagonal ball out right hand side to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Fernandes is available. He fires the ball in. It's a little bit too far ahead of Fernandes, and it's gathered by Soyuncu, who carries it out for Leicester. Plays the ball up the left channel. Iheanacho controls it well, rolls the ball in the line to Vardy. Vardy now, good strength from Maguire, brushes off Jamie Vardy and plays it back to Henderson. Lindelof. There's going to be more and more spaces opening up here as United push forward. Free kick here to United though. Martial was fouled about 10 yards inside the Manchester United half, just left of the centre circle. Thank you, The Bomb. Again, folks, if you are enjoying the stream, please do hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video as well. And again, massive thank you to the OneFootball app, without whom we wouldn't be here today doing this. Lindelof. Fred. Fernandes. Martial. Back to Fred. 20 minutes to go with the King Power. Fernandes fires a ball in. Oh, it's good defending that from Johnny Evans. It looked like it was about to make its way through to Mason Greenwood, but Johnny Evans threw ahead of it, and it'll go behind for another Manchester United corner, but this time it'll be on that left hand side. Good piece of defending by Johnny Evans. What a bargain he has been for them, by the way, since he signed. Fernandes now with the corner. Ball delivered in. It's headed away by Ndidi. Fred chases down the second ball. He'll leave it go out for a throw in. He's looking to take it quickly, but for some reason it's been held up. Ball is back in play now. Fred has it, rolls it out to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Ball inside to Greenwood. McTominay, nice ball back down the line to Mason Greenwood. Greenwood, that's a free kick surely. No, ref says he got the ball. I thought he'd went through the man, but anyway, we move on. Iheanacho has it now. Nice ball inside to him, to Yuri Tielemans. Tielemans gets the pitching wedge out, plays it out right hand side to Mark Albrighton. He tries the ball over the top looking for Iheanacho, but Lindelof calmly heads it back to Dean Henderson. Aaron Wan-Bissaka plays the ball upfield. Fernandes, again, it's loose from him, allows Johnny Evans to get the ball back to Kasper Schmeichel. Back to Johnny Evans. Evans has a look up, rolls the ball up the line. Well done by Castagna, and he feeds it infield to Tielemans. Jose Perez now. That'll be a foul. Referee going to the pocket. Scott McTominay going into the book for one of the I'll take one for the team fouls, as we like to call them, to stop the counter attack. Hey Michael Dunn, how are you, mate? Nice to see you in. So that's McTominay confirmed in the book there for United. 18 minutes to go. Leicester City 2, Manchester United 1. Leicester City's goals coming from Kylie Iheanacho and from Yuri Tielemans. The Manchester United goal came from Mason Greenwood. I think Dennis Pratt now about to come on for Leicester City to replace Iosi Perez. Yep, just confirmation there. Perez off, Pratt on. I'm good, thank you, Michael, my man. Not too bad. Scousey, how are you? Welcome in. United have it now with Fred. Fred goes upfield to Edinson Cavani. Back to Fred. He switches the ball across from left to right now into the path of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. To Mason Greenwood. Back to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Nice little triangle here involving McTominay, who spreads it out left hand side to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes to Luke Shaw in that left hand channel. Shaw gets his head up, has a look, plays across, double ricochet, and it'll go behind for a goal kick. Again, just a reminder for those who missed the draw earlier on, by the way, it was done at half time. The winner of this tie will take on Southampton, and the other semi-final sees Chelsea taking on Manchester City. So they are the two semi-finalists for today's, or for the FA Cup. The two sets of semi-finals, I should say. Stephen Porter, thank you for the super chat. My man says, no Bruno, no party. He is on the pitch now. I will say that. They did bring him on. They made a four-man substitution. Lindelof. But thank you for the super chat, Stephen, mate. Really appreciate it. Ball down the line. Greenwood now. Greenwood switches to play across from right to left over to Luke Shaw. Nice piece of control by Shaw. Little 1-2 of Fernandes. Ball back now to Maguire. Maguire has a strike from distance. Never really got any purchase on it, and it goes wide of Kasper Schmeichel's right hand post. Goal kick to Leicester City as we approach the 75-minute mark here at the King Power. What are we thinking, folks? Give me your predictions. How's this one going to finish up? Will United get their equaliser? There's been 10 attempts for Leicester in the game, 7 for United so far, 4 on target for Leicester, 3 for United. United have made some very attacking substitutions. Oh, that's a late challenge. That'd be another yellow. There's a late challenge there on Bruno Fernandes from Johnny Evans, and the referee immediately goes to his pocket, and look, Evans can't have any complaints about it. There'll be a free kick to United here. Central, kind of halfway inside the Leicester half. There's my next door neighbour's dog out again. Defo got the Mundo Sporto notifications turned on. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Lindelof. Inside to Fred. Fred goes out to Maguire. Martial. Back inside to Fred. Referee says play on. Leicester have a chance to counter. United have won it back though. Fernandes has it. He turns, goes into the Leicester City half, has a look up, rolls the ball in looking for Anthony Martial, but Leicester have won it back now. Iheanacho in that right hand channel back inside to Yuri Tielemans. Tielemans protects the ball well, turns inside, but he rolls it in behind, allows Mason Greenwood to come and nick it back for United. Fred now. United have a 3-on-3 here. Ball out. Oh, it's an awful ball again. Allows Leicester to intercept it, and they go forward with Fofana. That was an awful piece of play there. They had men over. Leicester now have it left hand side. Ball rolled up the line. Dennis Pratt now. McTominay there with him. Referee eventually gives a free kick to Leicester City. Left hand side of the Manchester United penalty area. wondering when we'd hear the dog. I'm telling you, that dog is like a Kango hammer inside. Because of my hearing sensitivities, that dog, when she barks, it's like a Kango hammer in my head. Anyway, free kick here to Leicester. They obviously won't commit too many men forward here, knowing that United could catch them on the counter. So they do have Evans up. Albrighton's over the free kick. There's 1, 2, 3, I think maybe 4 Leicester City players in the penalty area. No, there's actually a few. There's 5 or 6. Ball in. It's all over now. It's 3-1. Game, set and match to Leicester City. Iheanacho with a header at the far post. It was a deep looped free kick. And after I was saying that they wouldn't commit too many men forward, how wrong was I? I looked up, seen 5 or 6 Leicester players in the box. It was a very deep free kick whipped in by Mark Albrighton, and the angle was difficult against Iheanacho. I want to see a replay before I really talk you through, folks, but Iheanacho gets his second of the game, and unless Manchester United have a miracle up their sleeve, this is going Leicester's way. Ball in. It's McTominay. It's terrible marking at the far post. And again, you wonder about the keeper's positioning. But look, let's be fair. Iheanacho snuck in at the far post, but McTominay should have looked over his shoulder and known better. And again, I question Dean Henderson's following the flight of the ball, but for me, McTominay should have looked over his shoulder and seen that. But it is 3-1 to Leicester City, and it does at this moment look like Leicester City will be the ones in that semi-final against Southampton, unless United can pull 2 back here in the last 12 or so. It was a nice free kick. In fairness to Leicester, it was a lovely deep ball, but you can't allow it to go all the way across like that to the far side of your 6-yard box and have nobody picking up. And again, I know people may think I'm being harsh on Henderson, but as a former keeper, he just looked like he watched the flight of that ball and didn't move his body across and follow it. He should have been on his toes, should have seen that ball going across, but as well, the marking was terrible from United's perspective. Free kick here to United, handball against Wilfred Ndidi. It'll be a free kick left-hand side for Manchester United, about 15 yards inside the Leicester half. Fofana now. Ball goes out off Bruno Fernandes. It'll be a throw into Manchester United right hand side. 10 minutes to go with the King Power plus additional time. Again, just a reminder for those who aren't aware of the draw, the winner of this tie will take on Southampton, and the other semi-final seeing Chelsea drawn against Manchester City. Wilfred Ndidi now for Leicester City. He goes out right hand side. Ndidi. Ball in field. They try a ball out to Tielemans. Doesn't go straight at a player, I should say. Excuse me. It's a throw into Manchester United left hand side. Shannon Sharp said, United fan, I respect Ollie, but to me, regardless of top 4, still don't think he should be manager. His in-game management and player selections are not at the level of Klopp, Pep or Ancelotti. And again, that's coming from a United fan. That's not me saying that. Non-existent midfield there for United, said Nikhil, excuse me. Again, I call these games impartially, folks. I don't show favouritism either way. I'm just reading out fan comments. For me, my job's just to let you guys know what's going on in the game and talk you through it. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, ball upfield now to Fernandes. Aaron Wan-Bissaka carries on, ball infield to Fred. Aaron Wan-Bissaka out to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes fires the ball in. Again though, the move breaks down and Soyuncu carries it away for Leicester. Ball over the top. There's too much on it and it goes all the way through to Henderson. Victor Lindelof now. Jensk feels a bit deflated. I'd imagine so, mate. I know you're a United fan, so I can understand how you'd be feeling. Free kick here now to Leicester City. Substitution coming up. Jamie Vardy, I think it is going to be replaced for Leicester by Hamza Chowdhury for the last 8 minutes plus additional time. Again, that substitution is now being made. Jamie Vardy off, Hamza Chowdhury on for the last 7.5 minutes now plus additional time. As you'd imagine, just resting Jamie Vardy's legs there for Rodgers and just trying to shore up the midfield as well. Right, free kick to be taken here now. Johnny Evans floats it out right hand side to Hamza. Ball up the line, it's flicked out off Luke Shaw and it'll be a throw in right hand side to Leicester City, which they take quickly. Chowdhury down in the corner flag now. He's got Maguire with him, but he forgets to put his foot on the ball and it goes behind for a United goal kick. Again, we're looking at the replay here. Yeah, it's a mixture of shocking marking and, in my opinion, not good enough footwork from Henderson. But you have to say McTominay certainly should have done a lot better. He was following the flight of the ball, didn't get a touch on it, and there was Iheanacho at the far post to get contact, and all Henderson could do was put a hand on it. The damage was done at that point, so I suppose Scott McTominay really should have been man marking and not ball watching better. But again, I would question Henderson's positioning with regards to his footwork. Fred has now gone off. Bit late, mate. Bit late for there. Diallo comes on now for Manchester United, which I know many Manchester United fans will be happy to see him get some minutes. But again, being a neutral, calling it as I see it, I don't know how Fred lasted as long as he did. He's had an awful game. Cost United the first goal, given the ball away multiple times. Could have stopped by taking a yellow card. Could have fouled Tielemans and stopped the second goal as well. I mean, I just wouldn't be happy if I was a United fan right now. I'd be fuming. The fact that he lasted that long. Diallo tries a little 1-2, doesn't work out. Iheanacho has it now for Leicester. Tielemans, he gets the pitch and wedge out, plays it into the right hand channel now to Mark Albrighton. Albrighton rolls the ball down the line looking for Iheanacho. The offside flag does go up, but it was already defended by Harry Maguire anyway. So we're into 5 minutes left here at the King Power, folks, plus additional time. Leicester City 3, Manchester United 1. Leicester at this moment looking like they're booking their place in that semi-final against Southampton. McTominay out right hand side to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Back to Scott McTominay. Bruno Fernandes. Cavani. Ball drops left hand side now. Johnny Evans gets there ahead of Anthony Martial, prevents the corner but puts it out for Manchester United throw in. Fernandes looking for support out there, gets it back to Luke Shaw. McTominay back to Luke Shaw. Infield to Scott McTominay. He rolls the ball across now to Victor Lindelof. Bit of a heavy touch from him. He was fouled surely. Yes, referee brings it back. United want to take the free kick quickly, but it wasn't in the right spot, so the referee's going to bring it back. What do you think? Will Fernandes fancy a crack from here? No, he takes it short, gives it to McTominay. He did ask the ref first. You could see him asking could he take it quick. Diallo now. Back to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. McTominay. Back out again to Diallo. McTominay. Ball rolled across. The Maguire. Maguire was fouled again. This will be a free kick. Surely United will have a crack from here. I mean, what's the point in going short? Test the keeper at least. Pinch a yard or two if you can. And then try and test the keeper because it is within shooting range. Chowdhury it was that fouled Maguire. He tried to carry on but Chowdhury wasn't letting him go anywhere. This time I do think that they're going to have a strike on goal. Kasper Schmeichel sets his wall. Clock ticks towards 87 minutes. It's about 25, 26 yards out. Fernandez over the free kick. Takes a couple of deep breaths. Strike. Oh, it's a great stop. It was a very well struck free kick. Kasper Schmeichel had to watch it all the way. Got a strong hand to it and tapped it over the bar. It was going in top bins. Oh, it's a good strike and a good save. That was just quality all around. Ball in, headed away by Chowdhury. Leicester now have a counter attack on if they can move the ball. No, they can't. It's back with Luke Shaw. You got to give credit there to Fernandez for the strike, but also to Kasper Schmeichel for getting across and getting his hand to it. It was just, quality free kick and a quality save. Ndidi now. Tielemans. Pratt. Tielemans plays it out left hand side now. Castagna. Ball in field to Wilfred Ndidi. 2 minutes left plus additional time. Ball back now with Soyuncu. Johnny Evans. Again out right hand side to Fofana now. He turns in field, gives it to Yuri Tielemans. Tielemans finds Ndidi. Heavy touch from Ndidi, but he just about gets away with it. Finds Castagna. Soyuncu carries the ball forward a few yards, rolls it to the feet of Iheanacho, tries a flick, but United have it back now with Lindelof. Fernandez tries the ball over the top, looking for the run of Cavani, but it's intercepted by Soyuncu. Tielemans. Chowdhury now. 1 minute and 15 plus additional time left in the game. Leicester just keeping the ball at the moment, trying to move it around, kill the clock. They go up the line though, and it doesn't work out, and it'll be a throw into United left hand side. It's taken quickly by Scott McTominay. Maguire. Across to Lindelof. Lindelof now leaves it for Bruno Fernandes. Again, ladies and gents, if you have enjoyed the stream, please do hit that subscribe button and drop a like on the video as well. Really appreciate your support. Don't forget, our channel's only been going here since December, so to be where we are, we're only here because of you guys, so thank you. Iheanacho now, he has a chance to counter. Heavy touch though allows Maguire to step in, but still Iheanacho has it. Rolls it out to Chowdhury, but there's Maguire to step back across and win it back for United. Maguire towards Fernandez. Again though, Leicester putting their bodies on the line. Soyuncu has it. It's back with Castagna. He rolls it across to Kasper Schmeichel. He goes out right hand side again to Johnny Evans. All eyes now will be on the fourth official to see what's going to be added on as we head towards the 90-minute mark. Maguire has it for United here. Plays the ball centre of the pitch. Lindelof. What have we got additional time? 4 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 4 minutes of additional time added on here to King Power. Maguire to Luke Shaw. McTominay now. Martial. McTominay's brought down. That'll be a free kick to United out near the touchline left hand side. It's taken quickly. Fernandez to Lindelof. Lindelof goes out right hand side to young Amad Diallo. Wan-Bissaka now tries to go past a couple of men, pulls it back inside. Fernandez plays they try a little triangle and it doesn't come off because I think it was Aaron Wan-Bissaka who misplaced us. Either way, Kylie Iheanacho has been awarded man of the match by the folks at the BBC. Let me know if you agree with that in the chat, folks. And for any Liverpool fans watching, don't forget myself and Jack Gill will be live at 8 o'clock on Anfield Agenda for a Liverpool news show. So I hope you can join us for that one, because we won't be doing that tomorrow. Tomorrow is my day off. Diallo again for United. Rolls it at left hand side here to Luke Shaw. He tries the ball back across. Falls to the feet of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Mason Greenwood. Greenwood tries across deep to the far post. Martial gets a head on it. Kasper Schmeichel gets down and manages to keep it in play as well. So we've got just over 2 minutes of additional time to go. It's fair to say that it'll be Leicester that'll be in the semi-final against Southampton. And again, just a reminder, the other semi-final sees Chelsea taking on Manchester City. Kasper Schmeichel launches the kick long, looking for Iheanacho, but Lindelof gets there, heads it down. The referee awards a free kick to Manchester United. They take it quickly. McTominay. Again, before we finish up today, folks, just want to say a massive thank you again to our sponsor, the OneFootball app, without whom we wouldn't be here doing these watch-alongs. So if you want to help us out, you can download it completely free from the link that's pinned to the top of the chat or in the description of the stream. The OneFootball app brings you everything you need in one really cool football free app. You've got latest news, transfer gossip, league table statistic, augmented reality, everything that you could need in one really, really cool app. And as I said, they've been great supporters of football fan content as well. And without them, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. So thank you to the guys at the OneFootball app. And just a reminder, it is free. You don't get much for free these days, but to get an app of that quality for free, if you want to help us out, you can download it from the link pinned to the top of the chat. Ball in field now. Referee plays an advantage to Leicester as we head towards the 4th minute, the final minute of additional time. Castagna. Ndidi. Ndidi goes back to Soyuncu. Soyuncu rolls it across to Johnny Evans. It's just a matter of playing down the clock at this point. Evans to Tielemans. Tielemans to Ndidi. Back to Tielemans. He rolls it across to Soyuncu. Soyuncu carries it forward a few yards. Goes into the left channel looking for Castagna, but it goes out of play. It'll be United throw in. We've got 30 seconds of additional time left on the clock. Just enough time for me to say thank you again to everyone that joined us for the game. I hope we see you again during the week. We'll probably be doing a few international games and a few other bits and pieces. And again, do hit that subscribe button and drop a like on the video. Myself and Jack Gill will be live on Anfield Agenda in about an hour's time for the Late Night Agenda news show. Fernandes. Ball infield now to Cavani. We've got 5 seconds left. Referee looks at his watch. Diallo. Referee blows up. Leicester City have beat Manchester United by 3-1 and confirmed their place in the semi-finals of the FA Cup against Southampton. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to Brendan Rodgers. United fans, wasn't your day today. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. And just a reminder, it was Kylie Iheanacho who was awarded man of the match by the folks of the BBC. So again, congratulations to Leicester. And for United fans out there, I know how it feels. Trust me, we were knocked out of the competition earlier. But as always, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you being here with us. And I hope you all have a lovely, lovely Sunday evening. Take care and I will talk to you soon.